Good morning, selamat pagi buat semua sahabat-sahabat di Devotion from Nation. So good morning to all my friend, all my co-laborers in the Lord and the Kingdom Mission. Well, I'm wearing today t-shirt. This is from John chapter 1 in verse 1. It says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." So this is in Arabic language of John chapter 1 and verse 1. I am right now in West Java, especially in the state called Banten. Yeah. And this is one of the state that is very, very strong Muslim and very radical. A lot of radical Muslim come from this state, from this region, from this area. So I'm here in the past 3 years, reaching out to the unreached people, reaching the lost, the least, and the less in this area. So keep me in prayer, okay? So this morning I just would like to read for all of us from Psalms chapter 27. Pagi hari ini saya ingin kita membaca dari Mazmur pasal yang ke-27 sebagai renungan buat kita. In Psalms 27, and starting in verse 1, dikatakan begini, Mazmur pasal yang ke-27 ayat yang 1. Dikatakan, aman dalam perlindungan Tuhan. So there's no safety or security outside of God. So if you put your security in anything else beside God, then for sure you will be shaken to the foundation. Tidak ada tempat yang aman selain di dalam Tuhan. Jadi kalau saudara menaruh rasa amanmu hari-hari ini di dalam pelayanan, di dalam gereja, di dalam uang, jabatan, posisi, saya yakin hari-hari ini saudara akan mengalami goncangan bahkan sampai pondasi-pondasi hidup saudara. So, pemazmur Daud dia berkata, mulai dari ayat yang pertama, dikatakan, Tuhan adalah terangku dan keselamatanku. Kepada siapakah aku harus takut? Tuhan adalah benteng hidupku. Terhadap siapakah aku harus gemetar? Ketika penjahat-penjahat menyerang aku untuk memakan dagingku, yakni semua lawanku dan musuhku. Mereka sendirilah yang tergelincir dan jatuh. Sekalipun tentara berkamah mengepung aku, tidak takut hatiku. Sekalipun timbul peperangan melawan aku, dalam hal itu pun aku tetap percaya. Satu hal telah kuminta kepada Tuhan, itulah yang kuingini. Diam di rumah Tuhan seumur hidupku, menyaksikan kemurahan Tuhan dan menikmati bait-Nya. Sebab Ia melindungi aku dalam pondok-Nya. Pada waktu bahaya, Ia menyembunyikan aku dalam persembunyian di kemah-Nya. Dan Ia mengangkat aku ke atas gunung batu. 3 hal yang hilang hari-hari ini dalam hidup manusia, bahkan dari atas muka bumi ini. Yang pertama itu adalah certainty atau kepastian. Tidak ada siapapun, pemimpin negara pun yang memberikan kepastian. Kepastian bahwa vaksin yang telah ditemukan ini bisa memberikan kesehatan dan kesembuhan. Tidak ada jaminan itu, tidak ada kepastian itu. There's no certainty in life outside of God and His Word. Dan yang kedua, itu adalah stability, stabilitas. Dunia tidak akan pernah stabil. Politik, ekonomi, bahkan bumi di mana kita berpijak ini akan terus bergoyang, akan terus bergoncang. Karena demikianlah yang telah dinubuatkan oleh para nabi. So stability, there's nothing stable on the earth. Politics, economy, even the earth that we stand on today is vulnerable and shakeable. Yeah, that's what the Bible says in the end time, that He will shake everything that can be shaken. Yeah, Dia akan goncangkan semua yang bisa digoncangkan. Jadi hari-hari ini penting sekali kita menaruh rasa aman kita hanya kepada Tuhan. Dan yang ketiga yang hilang itu adalah sense of security. Ya, rasa aman, sense of security loss. So there's no certainty outside of God. There's no stability outside of His Word, and there's no security outside of His love. Tidak ada rasa aman di luar kasih-Nya Tuhan. Nah, ayat-ayat ini memberitahu kepada kita tentang pentingnya menjadikan di sini Tuhan. Dikatakan Tuhan itu adalah terangku. Kalau Tuhan terangku, aku tidak perlu takut terhadap kegelapan. Karena dimanapun aku pergi, kemanapun aku berjalan, gelap itu akan menjadi terang. Sebab Tuhan, Dia adalah terangku. Tuhan adalah keselamatanku. Kata keselamatan artinya dilindungi, disembuhkan, diprotek sama Tuhan. So the Lord is my light. So wherever I go, even though the world is getting darker and darker and darker, and darkness will cover the earth. But when God is become my light, when Jesus is become my light, then wherever I go, darkness become like a light, because He is my light. So my light is not, the source of my light is not come from this external world or from the world leaders, but the light come from the inside. This is the person of Jesus in our heart. So we can be sure that we have no need to fear of darkness, because He is our light. So He is our salvation. And to whom shall I be afraid? He is my protector. He is my deliverer. He is my salvation. So there's nothing that I need to be afraid of. He said, the Lord, Tuhan, Dia adalah benteng hidupku. Terhadap siapa aku harus gemetar? Bahkan ketika penjahat-penjahat menyerang aku, berusaha memakan dagingku, dikatakan mereka sendirilah yang tergelincir. Nah, saya ingin bacakan ayat-ayat ini dari terjemahan The Message. I like to read this verse in the Message translation. Love this verse. It says, starting in verse 1, it said, the Lord is my light, space, and just. That's God. God is light, He is space, and just. That's God. So, with Him on my side, I am fearless. Dengan Tuhan ada di sampingku, dikatakan, with Him on my side, I am fearless. Aku tidak perlu takut. Afraid of no one and nothing. Takut kepada, tidak ada yang perlu aku takutkan, dan tidak takut kepada apapun. Tidak takut kepada siapapun dan tidak takut terhadap apapun. Saat Tuhan ada di sampingku dan bersamaku. So when the Lord is on my side, David said that I fear nothing. I'm fearless. And I have no one and nothing to be afraid of. If God is on my side. But the question is, are you on God's side? Are we on God's side? So God always on our side because He's Emmanuel, God that's always with us. But again, the question always, are we with God? Are we on His side? Then if we are on His side, then God will always on our side. And that's the guarantee that He said, I'm fearless, afraid of no one and nothing. And in verse 2, it said, when vandals, hordes ride down, ready to eat me alive, those bullies and thoughts fell flat on their faces. When besieged, I am calm as a baby. When all hell break loose, I'm collected and cool. Wow, this is amazing. Dikatakan, saat Tuhan jadi benteng hidupku, I'm calm as a baby. Ya, aku begitu tenang seperti bayi, dikatakan di sini. I'm calm as a baby. Even when all hell breaks loose. Walaupun seluruh kekuatan neraka break loose menyerang hidupmu, semua musuh melawanmu, karena I'm collected and I'm cool. Saya tetap tenang, saya tetap cool. You're cool. Even hell break loose, you're cool. Collected and cool. And in verse 4, this is the key why. Say, I am asking God for one thing. So, if there's one thing that God challenges us to ask from Him, what do you ask of Him? If God challenges you to ask just one thing, what do you think that one thing will be? Jadi kalau Tuhan tanya saudara dan tantang saudara, minta satu aja dari aku. Apa yang saudara akan minta dari Tuhan hari ini, pagi hari ini? Nah, this is what David require of the Lord. Ini yang Daud dia minta dari Tuhan. Dikatakan, I am asking God for one thing. Just one thing. That is to live with Him in His house. To live with Him in His house. My whole life long, I'll contemplate His beauty. I'll study at His feet. Kalau ada satu hal aku minta kepada Tuhan hari ini, adalah ini, untuk diam di rumah Tuhan. This is the one thing that David asked of the Lord. That is to dwell in the house of the Lord all the day of his life. Tinggal dalam rumah Tuhan seumur hidupnya. Itulah permintaan, satu hal yang Daud minta dari Tuhan. To live with Him in His house. Seumur hidupnya, sepanjang hidupnya. I'll contemplate His beauty. Untuk menikmati keindahannya Tuhan di rumahnya itu. And I'll study at His feet. Di rumahnya Tuhan itu dikatakan Daud, I'll study at His feet. In the house of the Lord is I will contemplate His beauty. God is a beautiful God. God is not a mean and harsh God. He is a beautiful God. He said that I'll contemplate His beauty in His house. And I will study at His feet. Aku akan belajar di kakinya. In verse 5 he said, that's the only quiet, secure place in a noisy world. Wow. That is amazing. Di rumah Tuhan itu satu-satunya dikatakan the quiet place, the only quiet and secure place. Bukan cuma tempat yang sunyi, tapi tempat yang aman. Rumah Tuhan adalah rumah yang quiet and secure place. Ingat tadi saya katakan pada awal bahwa 3 hal yang hilang, rasa aman, stabilitas, dan kepastian. And David said, is that the only place where I can find security in life is in the house of the Lord, in the presence of God. The presence of God, that's where the only quiet and secure place in a noisy world. In a noisy world. The world is very noisy. So many voices out there. The voice social media, the voice of COVID-19, the voice of vaccine, the voice of World Health Organization, the voice of, world leader, saying things that they don't have a clue. Di luar sana ada begitu banyak suara-suara. Tetapi Daud berkata bahwa I find that quiet place. Kita perlu menenangkan, meneduhkan pikiran kita di dunia yang begitu noisy dengan banyak suara-suara. Suara-suara dari si iblis, suara dari kerajaan kegelapan, suara dari roh-roh dunia ini. Dan dikatakan, in the house of the Lord, in the presence of the Lord, that's where quiet and secure place. The perfect getaway, far from the buzz of traffic. I like that. The presence of the Lord is a place. So if you need a place to get away from all the busyness, from all the stressful world, then the presence of the Lord is a place. God is a place where you can find security. God is a place where you can get away with. Yeah, get away. Not get away from your problem, not get away from all the trouble that is coming over your life, but get away to be with God in this busy, is a buzz of traffic, noisy world. Di tengah-tengah dunia yang begitu sibuk, banyak suara-suara. Daud dia berkata, dalam rumah Tuhan, di situ aku menemukan kesunyian, rasa aman, tempat di mana aku get away, tempat aku menyendiri. Ya, itu salah satu sebab kenapa Tuhan beri arahan untuk membangun bukit doa, gua doa di Pondok Penuai di Kopeng. A place, tempat untuk orang-orang bisa menyendiri dengan Tuhan, tempat orang-orang bisa retret pribadi dengan Tuhan. So we all need to get away with God. We need a place where we can find quietness and secure in this noisy world. So the presence of God is, hadirat Tuhan, rumah Tuhan, itulah tempatnya yang Tuhan ingin kita berada. So again, if there's one thing God asks you, ask one thing. What do you ask? Then David asked the right thing when he said, this is my one thing that I desire from the Lord. That is to dwell in the house of the Lord, dwell in the presence of God all the days of my life. Because that is where I can find a quiet place. That's where the secure place. That is where I can get away with Him. That's where I can find strength, where I can contemplate His beauty and enjoy God for who He is. Nah, ini yang kita perlukan hari-hari ini. So, Tuhan adalah tempat benteng, terang, keselamatan, dan perlindungan kita. Di tengah-tengah dunia yang tidak ada lagi tempat untuk kita berlindung. So, larilah kepada Tuhan, jangan lari jauh dari Tuhan. So, run to God, not run from God. God bless you. I'll be praying for you and your family. Stay safe, stay healthy. So, keep moving from just survive to revive. Moving from just survival mentality to revival mentality. So, this is my message from the heart of God this morning. So, again, God bless you. I'll be praying for you and your family. Bye-bye.